Ooh, this couple is new to Canada and they want to know how to find a job. Do you know how to find a job in Canada? Well, in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how you can definitely make money in Canada. Hey, if you like getting tips like this, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel right down there. Okay, now the first question I want to ask you is, do you want a job or do you want to make money? Hold that thought for a second. Okay, if you want to get a job, then you need a social insurance number, okay, called a SIN number. This is the first thing you need to do. Everyone who works in Canada needs a social insurance number. Now you can get this from the Government of Canada, okay? So just go to the Government of Canada website. I'll put the link to this site down there in the description, and it talks about everything you need to get a job in Canada. Look, it says, look for jobs in Canada. It's got so many useful things like what kind of documents you need, how to get a job, how to build a resume, okay, all this really useful stuff for newcomers to Canada. So if you are a newcomer to Canada, definitely check out this website. There's so much good stuff here. Okay, like I said, I'll put the link to this website down in the description. Okay, so the first thing is if you want to get a job, you need a resume, okay? And you need to actually look for a job. How are you going to look for a job? You might need to do some networking. You might need to do some volunteering. Okay, I'll just talk a little bit about each of these things. Okay, so how to build a resume. Do you have a resume? If you don't worry. I made another lesson on how to make a resume. I'll put the link at the end of this video. Okay, resume, that's the word we use in Canada. Some people call it a CV. Okay, but if you come to Canada, you should get in the habit of calling it a resume. Okay, now, do you have references? Do you have any references? That is very important for getting a job here in Canada. A reference is someone who will vouch for your character, who will vouch for you. Vouch means to speak good things about, okay? So for example, if you try to get a job and you use me as your reference, then your job will call me and they'll say, "Hi Mark, I'm just calling about a reference for Mary. Is she a good person?" "Oh yeah, Mary is a wonderful person. You know, I worked with her for 3 years and she was never late. She's so friendly, she's kind and caring. She's going to be a great employee for you. You should definitely hire her." Okay, so you need references. A lot of jobs in Canada require references. Okay, so they'll ask you, do you have references? And you should put those references on your resume, or you should at least say references available upon request. Okay, I taught you how to do that in the video where I taught you how to make a resume. Okay, now if you don't have references, you can get references through networking. Okay, what is networking? Well, networking is just a fancy way of saying making contacts, making friends. Okay, now I made another lesson on how to make friends here in Canada, guaranteed. Okay, so I'll also post that lesson at the end of this video. Networking is very important. Now, there are official networking events. You can just Google networking events in Calgary or wherever you are, and you'll see some official events. But like I said, it doesn't need to be that official. You can just make friends and contacts in a more casual way as well. Okay, so you need some references. Also, if you don't have a lot of job experience, you might need to do some volunteering to build your experience a little bit. And also, volunteering is a great way to make friends and to get references, and you might even get a job at the place you're volunteering. Okay, so I highly recommend volunteering. It's a great strategy. Okay, so once you have your resume and your references, then you can start applying for jobs. Then the fun part begins. Are you going to get a job? What are you going to do? Where are you going to apply? Well, you can apply on websites. Okay, look at all these websites. There are hundreds of websites that you can apply for jobs. Okay, here are just a few that I thought of. KIJIJI, Indeed, Monster, Workopolis. But you don't even need to go to a website. You can also find a job just by driving around and looking for signs. Okay, looking for help wanted signs. So next time you go to Walmart or Superstore or Tim Hortons, look for signs that say now hiring. Okay, then you can go to one of the workers in the store and say this: "Hi, I noticed the help wanted sign in front of your store. Who would I speak to about applying for a position here?" Who would I speak to about applying for a position here? Then they'll say, "Oh, you should talk to our manager. Just hang on a sec, I'll go get the manager." Okay, then the manager will come and you can talk to the manager. Maybe you can have an interview right there. Okay, so that's the next step, is having an interview. Then, if you pass the interview, then you just sign some papers talking about your wage, maybe your benefits, time off, that kind of thing, maybe some tax information, and then that's it. Then you are employed in Canada. Great job. But I want to tell you something. It can be very frustrating trying to get a job. It can be a very frustrating process. Personally, I have not had a lot of success trying to find a job in Canada. I've had lots of different jobs here, but I've never been too successful in finding a good job. So it can be very frustrating. You might apply to 100 jobs and you might get 3 interviews, and then you go to those interviews and you think, wow, that went okay, that went pretty good, but then you don't get a call back, and it can be very discouraging. Okay, so I want to tell you something. Remember at the beginning, I asked you, do you want a job or do you want to make money? Well, you can make money in Canada without having a job. That is the great news. Okay, and I want to show you exactly how to do that. Okay, you can offer something on KIJIJI. It's absolutely free. Okay, you just sign up for a free KIJIJI account and you can offer anything. This is just one idea. Okay, I think KIJIJI is a great idea. I've personally used KIJIJI, so I know it works. Okay, so just go there, make a free account, and then once you start offering something, then you can just take cash as payment. Okay, then you're making cash. You're making money, and you don't even have a job. Okay, it's actually very easy. Hey, take a look at this. If you search on Calgary KIJIJI for English teacher, look at there. There's me. Okay, English teacher. This is my ad. Absolutely free. Okay, hey, you can click on this ad. I'll put the link to my ad right down there and you can check it out. Okay, I made it today as an example for this video. Okay, here's my ad. Here are some pictures I have. And then here I have a description. Hello, my name is Mark and I'm an English teacher. Check out my lessons on YouTube. youtube.com/MadEnglishTV. I charge $1 million an hour for my services. I charge $1 million an hour for my services. Wow! I hope I get some clients. Are you going to be one of my clients? If I just get one client and make $1 million, I'm going to be so rich. Think of the opportunity. Wow! You could start something just like this. Offer anything. You could be a moving helper. Very often people are moving houses or a business is moving to a new location and they need some people to help them carry things. Okay, you could be a moving helper, a house cleaner, a babysitter, a bread maker. You could offer to bake people fresh bread. Okay, you can do anything you want. Help people with, fixing their dishwasher or fixing their car or anything, okay? The opportunities are endless. And this is all free. You don't need to pay money to start a business. I mean, if you want to do that, if you have a little bit of money to start a business, that would be great. For example, you could start a massage therapy business. Okay, you don't need to be a professional massage therapist. Anybody could start a business like this, okay? I think anyway. I mean, you can check on the, Canada regulations. Maybe you need a license or something, but I think anybody could start something like this and it would be totally fine. They could make a lot of money, okay? So what would you need to start a business like this? Well, you could just start it in your own apartment, okay? So you would need a massage table. Okay, here's one I found on Amazon for $189, okay? That's pretty cheap. I'll post the link to this one down there in the description if you want to buy this one, okay? So you would just buy it and then set it up in your house, and then you would start a KIJIJI. You would put a KIJIJI ad online saying massage therapy, $30 an hour. Now, I guarantee you this would be very successful because anywhere in Calgary, you can't find a massage for $30 an hour. Maybe $40, $50, $60, up to $100, but not this cheap, okay? So think about it. If you charged $30 an hour, you would have paid off this massage table in like 6 hours. 6 hours of work, your investment is paid for. Now you're just making profit. Okay, now you would get a lot of clients, and then in a few weeks, you could increase your price to $40 an hour. Okay, then you just need to teach, or not teach. Okay, I was thinking about an English teacher because I've had my ads for English teaching on KIJIJI before, and I've made money doing this. Okay, so you could teach English, but you could do this too, okay? So if you teach, I said that again. If you give people 3 hours of massages every day, okay, then you would make $120 cash every day. That's more than $30,000 a year. Wow, working 3 hours a day, only 5 days a week. You could take Saturday and Sunday off to spend time with your family, okay? Wow, that's a lot of money. I mean, now there might be some other things. You might have to wash the sheets, wash the towels. That might take some extra time. You might buy some massage oil. That might be a little bit of money. But I think this would be a really great business to start here in Calgary. If you are an immigrant, you're a newcomer anywhere in Canada. Hey, if you were in Calgary and you started this business, I would come to you. For $30 an hour, I would come to you every week. Okay, so this is a great business opportunity. Real people can make money doing this. Okay, now hey, here's another way you could make money. Okay, you could start a YouTube channel. Now, in the future, I'm going to teach you how to actually start a YouTube channel. It's really not as hard as you think. You just need some basic things like a microphone. Okay, this microphone cost me like, I think 70 or 80 Canadian dollars, like maybe 50 US dollars. Okay, so it's not very much, just simple things like that. All the links to my equipment are down there in the description if you want to check them out. Okay, but this has two main advantages, okay, if you start a YouTube channel. The first one is you get paid by Google. So Google will pay you a little bit of money for your videos if you put advertisements on your videos. Now, usually you have to be pretty famous before you can start making a lot of money, but hey, every little bit counts, right? Maybe you'll get famous. I'm hoping to get famous in the future, then I can make a lot of money from Google. Okay, but the other thing is that you don't even need to get paid by Google. There are other advantages. For example, if you made a video just introducing yourself, talking a bit about what you love to do, what your work experience is, you could make almost like a video resume, and you could put the link to that video on your resume and send it out to people, and they'll watch your video, and then people, when they can see you, wow, this is a friendly immigrant from Syria or from Iraq. Wow, he has experience in this area. I'm going to hire him. Okay, so it can lead to a lot of opportunities. If you don't believe me, listen to this. I started Mad English TV about 9 months ago. Okay, and now I'm starting to get offers, job offers from around the world. People at different English schools around the world are emailing me and they're saying, "Hey Mark, we would love to have you come teach at our school." Wow! So I don't even need to apply for jobs anymore. Now I just have people coming to me to hire me. That's amazing. I'm so thankful for that. So, hey, that's why I want to teach you in the future how to start your own YouTube channel so that you can get job offers like that as well. It really, really helps out. You don't have to go through the pain of having to apply for this job and that job and get rejected. Okay, so if you want to learn how to start a YouTube channel, I haven't made any lessons yet, but I'm going to make some in the future. So if you want to learn about that, make sure you subscribe to my channel down there. Okay, so that's why I want to say, if you can't find a job, don't worry. If you can't find a job, there are other ways to make money. And on my channel, I really want to help you get set up in Canada and become successful in Canada, not just by making lessons about English and, talking about theoretical things. I want to give you real, practical tips, help that you can really make money here in Canada, okay? So I'm going to be making more lessons on that in the near future. But I want to know, what would you offer on KIJIJI? If you could offer anything, what would you offer? Would you offer massages? Would you bake bread? Would you teach a language? What would you do? Let me know down there in the comments, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.